100% Chelsea. Hello everyone, welcome to another match preview. Now, next game is Champions League, a completely different competition, and we play Porto, in Porto. So probably the hardest game of the group is coming now, and it's come at a time when we're not on form. We're just not. Regardless of how well we did against Arsenal, that's debatable. However, the performance against Newcastle clearly showed that, and I've said this, we just don't give 100%. Now, I'm not sure why. I can't tell you what problems there are behind the scenes, if there are any problems behind the scenes. However, we need to fix up, and we need to fix up fast. We've discussed players that shouldn't be playing, players that need to be put to the bench, and possibly players that should be given that chance. As I've said before, Baba Rahman, Loftus-Cheek. However, this is the Champions League, and it's a completely different competition. Remember, this is Europe's elite competition. So if you're going to ask me how would I approach this game, normally I would say, yep, you know what, we'll throw on all our best players. We'll throw on your Ivanovic, should be all Fabregas or whatnot. But I feel like I just can't rely on those two at the moment. And seeing as it's only the second group game, and we do sit top currently because of our win against Tel Aviv, I would say, you know what, let's just experiment. Let's experiment. We're away from home. It's Mourinho's old club, remember. Whenever Mourinho does play his old team in the Champions League, he does tend to get all 3 points, or he does tend to go through. So he never loses. That's been proven before. He beat Porto before. He's beaten us with Inter Milan. So he does have a good track record against his old clubs. So with it being the second group game, I would experiment. And what I discussed after the Newcastle game was to give Baba Rahman that spot. Make sure he plays left back. And let's try Azpilicueta on the right. Also, John Terry, I feel, needs to be tried out. Make sure he can still hold that centre-back position. He's our captain. He's our captain, and we have to rely on someone like John Terry, regardless if some will argue he's getting old or he can't keep his legs, just like the same problem Ivanovic has. But it's John Terry. And last season, he had a blinding season. This season, not so great so far, but I feel the more games he plays, the better he'll be. So I feel we should play John Terry. Azpilicueta on that right-hand side. In terms of the midfield, Matic probably should remain because it's Matic. You can't just eliminate Matic, but Fabregas should be benched. Again, just to make that statement. And it's a good game to make a statement because, as I said, it's the second group game. It's not a Premier League game. It doesn't really matter. We are top. So definitely, just to make that statement, Fabregas on the bench. Loftus-Cheek, I feel, should be given that role. Let's just see how he does away from home in a completely different country. Champions League, big occasion. Let's see how he fares. I would play Loftus-Cheek. I feel Hazard is someone who I'm on and off. I'm on and off because it's Eden Hazard. But I feel that just because you are Eden Hazard, it doesn't mean you're going to be playing every single game. And yes, he's an absolute quality player. And a lot of people will argue and say, we can't just bench him, it's Hazard. But he's just not been up to it recently. And I know a few people would say, oh no, if we do play him though, he might shine. He might just give a glimpse of what he can really do. But I feel possibly Kennedy. Let's just try Kennedy. Things need to be experimented. And Hazard cannot go on every single game for the whole season. He needs to be rested at some point. So let's rest him now. No better time than now. At Porto, I feel let's put Hazard on the bench. He can possibly come on and give a contribution, no problem. But I would probably play Kennedy. Oscar, I feel, also needs to start. Willian has given a lot of promise recently and shown why he should be being picked. Pedro has kind of declined. From the first game, he had an absolute blinder. He's declined. So, again, Willian's not 100% fit. I do understand that. But when he did come on against Newcastle, he saved us. So I feel it's just merit. It's deserving that he plays. So yeah, why not play Willian instead of Pedro? If things do not go right, we can always stick Pedro on. That's an option. And up top, Diego Costa will play regardless because the ban does not serve in UEFA competition. It doesn't serve in the Champions League, so Costa will be playing. That's good because we do miss him. Whenever he's not on the pitch, we do miss him. And we missed him against Newcastle. So to be fair, I would play Costa. I'm sure he will play, no question there. And let's hope he bangs in a few goals. Porto are a weaker team than they were, let's say, last season or a couple of seasons ago. They've let go of a few players. There are a few to watch out for, so I wouldn't take them lightly. They are at home as well, but remember, this is Mourinho that we're talking about. It's his old club. He knows Porto inside out. Okay, so I'm sure we can rely on what he has to do. Let's hope we go there and get a win. That's all I am concerned about, just a win. If you're going to ask me how I'm going to approach the game, I'd say, you know what, let's sit back. Let's not try and bomb forward and do all of our magic, because that's just proven it doesn't work recently. So I'd say let's sit back. They're at home. They're going to be pouncing forward. Let them do their thing. We can always hit a counter, conserve some energy, and fly back home to focus on the Premier League. So I would love it. You know, I would definitely go with a 1-0. Definitely go over 1-0. As long as we get 3 points, that's all I am concerned about. That's all I'll be happy with. If you're going to ask me for a realistic score, though, I would say we can go there and win 2-1. Porto, I feel, will probably score. They're at home. Begovic is in goal. Champions League, different occasion for him. But I feel we can do the business. 2-1 win. Let's hope we do it. In all fairness, with our form and how we've been recently, I would more than take a point. To be honest, I'd more than take a point. But I know what we can do, and I know what this team's capable of. We just have to get things together. Let's just get back on track. Let's get it all together. Let's stay hungry. Give 100%, 100% Chelsea. And let's just get 3 points, because we can do it. Porto away, we really can. Leave us your comments in the comment section below. Let me know on your prediction, what you think the score will be. Who would you play? Leave us the predictions in the comments section below. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you are new. Be sure to check out all the social media links in the description below. And come on the Blues, let's go to Porto and destroy them.